Hello there, all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we have your October 2025 new love reading for all of you singles out there. So if you're single, looking to mingle, this is the reading for you guys. So Capricorn, on the 6th of October, Mercury moves into the sign of Scorpio. So Mercury is, of course, our planet of communication. It usually moves quite quickly, and Scorpio brings some more intense and deep energy to the mix. So trust your instincts, your intuition will be heightened, but also your potential for communicating with people on a deeper level is highlighted for you now. So a little bit more, how should I say, goes beyond the trivial, right? So you know how sometimes you have conversations with someone and they just kind of gets stuck, right? Just kind of stops in its tracks, or it's just all fluff and flutter. So this is where we can maybe have a little bit more heartfelt, meaningful conversations with people. We also, on the same day, have a full moon in the sign of Aries. A full moon, of course, is the completion of a chapter, usually about 6 months long. And this can be a great time to find closure, to cleanse, to purge, to heal. It's a super moon, so emotions will probably be running quite high at this time. But a full moon can also be where things come to fruition for us as well. So your manifestation, something may be opening up for you, something may be gaining a little bit of traction for you. So this can be a little bit magical. And Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, Aries energy is new, right? So new beginnings, a fresh start, new people, all of those kind of wonderful things. Fast forward to the 13th of October, and we've got a couple of good things going on here. We've got Venus, the planetary ruler of Libra, moves into Libra. So a great supportive energy. Venus is our planet of love and money, creation, new beginnings, fertility, growth, abundance, all these wonderful things. And Libra is the sign of partnerships. So great time to open the doors, to attract new partnerships into your life, to meet new people, and people who are like on your same wavelength. Also that same day, Pluto goes direct in the sign of Aquarius. So Pluto's been retrograde for a few months now. And so there could be some revelation. There could be a secret. There could be a surprise. But this can also be where you take your power back here for to open yourself up to new beginnings and face your fears, because Pluto does deal with our fears, right? And the things that hold us back. So, but at the very least, if you feel as though nothing's been happening, this can be a turning point for you, where we're moving forward, we're leaving the past in the past, we're letting go of those fears and restrictions and doubts and anxieties, and we're looking for a more optimistic future, for some positive change. We also have a new moon in the sign of Libra on the 21st, and of course, a new moon is always a great time for new beginnings, to try something new, to set intentions. But this one, because Venus is still in its ruling sign, right? It is in Libra. This is an extra boost of love and potential to attract things to us. So work with that lunation to attract new love into your life. We've got here your third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Now, your third chakra, this is your solar plexus chakra. This is your source of confidence, all right? And so work with Archangel Chamuel to feel more confident, feel more vibrant, and to believe in yourself and to believe in the power of love. We also have here Yin Yang Energy, card 22. Now, card 22 is filled with balance and fairness and equality. So you're being very encouraged to look at the balance and harmonies in your life. You also have the heightened ability to attract someone towards you that shares equally, right? Equally doesn't mean 50-50 necessarily, right? But they share your vision. They share some of your interests. They can certainly have some different ones as well, right? But we're more matched up than we previously have been. But the yin and yang energy is where everything is coming together in balance and harmony within you, in your external world, and it's encouraging you to seek more opportunities to find balance too, right? If you've been very career driven, very career oriented, you've been working on a lot of things, maybe you've had a lot of things going on, now is this, is the message from the universe saying, you might need to rearrange some things in your day-to-day life so that you can make a little bit space, make a little bit more time for socializing or to find love into your life and to open that door as you can do. We've got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Now, some of you have already maybe gone on a date or two or something, or maybe there's somebody that sparked your interest. This is the universe giving you a green light and encouraging you to open yourself up and have a deeper, meaningful conversations. And we already said Mercury in Scorpio. This is where we can have those deeper conversations more easily with people, or we can find the people where we can have a little bit more in-depth conversation than just, how's the weather and, all that kind of stuff, right? So get to know each other, and it all starts with talking sometimes, right? So and we can reveal some things about our wants, our needs, our desires, and all of those things. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So be confident. There's your solar plexus chakra. Okay. Be confident. And if you want something, go for it. Okay. Sometimes we do sit on the back burner, or we wait for someone else to make the first move. And, it doesn't always work, right? So sometimes we've got to grab destiny by the hand, and we've got to make something happen for ourselves. And sometimes it's just working through some fears of rejection, right? What if I go up to this person that I've seen 30 times in the last 30 days, and there's always a little smile, or there's a little bit of a spark there, I think. And, what if I go up to this person and I start talking to them, or I ask them out for a cup of coffee and they say no? Well, guess what? Then you can close that chapter and you can move on with a clear mind and a clear heart, right? Because now at least right? But by the same token, what if you do that and they say yes? We'll never know unless we take that chance. And sometimes that means making the first move. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Now, when we flirt, we keep things lighthearted, we keep things fun and playful. But through the action of flirting, we can, number one, let someone know that we're interested or that we're available, right? But it's just this kind of lighthearted energy. There's no strings attached, there's no expectations, there's no nothing. We're just kind of having fun, and we're kind of in the flow of things, right? We're just seeing where something goes. And even if it doesn't really matter, right? But we're kind of getting our energy moving in the right direction. And so don't be afraid to be a little bit flirtatious. Someone may also be flirting with you. Now, sometimes it's not always easy to recognize in another person, especially if we're like in this place where we're really looking for love, and, we're putting a lot of weight on things. And, so sometimes, we can't always tell that someone's flirting. And some people aren't all that good at it either. So this is where a friend or something like that could step in and go, hey, Cappy, this person's like totally into you. They're totally flirting with you. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter if you're 19 or 59, chances are you've got that friend that's going to say those kind of things to you. So you just never know. There could be someone who may be flirting with you and trying to get your attention. We've got here Judgment. All right, Judgment card here. We're releasing, we're letting go, we're moving forward, we're making a decision. Do you want love? Do you not want love? Are you ready to take the next step to move forward in your journey through life? Or are you still holding on to something? The Judgment card is a big cleansing and purging. The Judgment card, we see the truth, we see the light, right? So something may come to light for you. There could be a reveal, because the Judgment card, sometimes something comes out of the darkness into the light, something you didn't see before, and now you have to decide, is this what I want? Is this a yes? Is this a no? Because again, for some of you here, you could potentially have some sort of revelation or a secret revealed, a secret admirer perhaps. Sometimes when Pluto comes back out of retrograde, sometimes that can happen. But the Judgment card ultimately is where we see, what has been holding us back. We have this clarity that comes to us. And now we need to decide, am I ready to let the old ways go? Am I ready to cleanse and purge and to move forward in a better direction, in a healthier direction, without holding on to the things that have accumulated, right? So, this is where we do make a decision. I'm going to stay where I am, or am I going to move forward? The Judgment card does bring forgiveness and healing as well. So it's a great, great, great energy, especially with that full moon in Aries on the 6th of October. Great time to do this, the healing rituals or cord cutting rituals, all these kind of things. But the Judgment card can perhaps bring you a second chance. Now, it may be a second chance at love. You give yourself a second chance at love. You say, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to open my heart. I'm a little bit freaked out, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and I'm going to meet people, or I'm going to just be receptive. And whatever flows my way, right? For some of you, the Judgment card can bring about a second chance. Perhaps it's a connection that never got off the ground. It might have been an old friend. It might have been an old coworker. Maybe it was someone you saw in the coffee shop in the morning. And for whatever reason, nothing ever happened. Well, perhaps love finds you the second time around. You never know. But yes, with the Judgment card, if you want it, and if there is a good foundation there, maybe there's timing issues or other external factors going on, there is a possibility for a minor few of you, the majority of you here do not want an ex back, okay? But if there is growth, if there has been improvement, and if there's been clarity, and each person has worked on themselves, and there's a good foundation, there's still love there, then there is a potential there with that Judgment card that you may get that second chance, all right? But the Judgment card also empowers you to walk away, to find that closure that you've been looking for, even if you didn't know you were looking for it, and to move forward. We have the Six of Wands as well. Ooh, so the Six of Wands can certainly represent your time to shine, right? You're in the spotlight. It's your time to shine. Hold your head high. Be confident in your quest for love. Know that you've been through a time or two. You've been through some troubles. You've been through some ups and downs. You've been through some challenges in your quest for love. But the Six of Wands celebrate who you are, where you are, and all that you have gone through. Allow your inner light to shine, because that Six of Wands can bring you success, right? It shows that there is success out here in your quest for love. This also does show you your ability to move forward in a better direction, in a healthy direction in your quest for love. And you're in the spotlight, baby. Someone's got their eye on you, okay? And you have the ability here to rise to the top. This is a wonderful energy, but it is also one of confidence, right? And we already have your solar plexus chakra coming in here, right? And this is your confidence center. So whatever your situation is, the universe is encouraging you to be confident, be bold, be brave, be courageous, put yourself out there. It's not the easiest thing to do is to be vulnerable, right? But we never will find the love unless we try. But that victory march there may be yours for the taking. Now, the Six of Wands can also represent a public event. Okay, so there is a possibility here of getting some invitation or attending some public event of some kind. And this could be potentially where you meet a new person, okay, or a friend introduces you to one of their acquaintances or something like that. There could be something there that does center around some sort of public event or gathering or celebration, because that Six of Wands often does represent a parade, right? So, so there could be something very exciting there for you. But we also have the Knight of Swords. So communication, here we go. So we're talking to new people. We're putting ourselves out there. We're communicating. We're meeting people. We're getting messages back. All of this stuff. The Knight of Swords quite often does have rapid fire communication. So, think of text messages and emails and things like that. But it can also be something face to face. And the Knight of Swords in this, the way they've fallen, is face to face with the Six of Wands. So if you put yourself out there, okay, start talking to people, and you just never know what might happen or where those conversations may lead. The Knight of Swords often does bring some news, an invitation, or an opportunity, something like that. And you're encouraged to say yes. Okay, so if someone asks you to go somewhere, if someone asks you to do something, just go, just see what happens. You don't have to put a lot of weight on it, right? But unless you get off your couch, unless you get out there, you limit your options to meet new people, right? So that Knight of Swords can be very exciting, but also very fast acting. The blessings headed your way, the Nine of Cups, your wishes fulfilled. Wow. So the Nine of Cups is a great energy anyway. Okay. So this is having your wishes fulfilled. You're achieving some goals, but it's also one of feeling content and happy. And ultimately that energy lies within you, right? And, so if you're content, if your happiness, you've tapped into it, you love yourself, all of these things, your light that you shine out onto the world is extraordinary. And when you project that outside, you attract that back. So your ability to get what you want, or to find your happiness, to find your bliss, to have something come to fruition for you, boom, that's the energy working the most for you. All right, in the best of ways. All right, that Nine of Cups. So make a wish, set some intentions, open your heart, believe that love is possible. Focus on the qualities that you want, right? Only focus, don't waste any time or energy on the things that you don't want. Don't even think about it. Don't even give them the time of day. Okay? Focus on the things that you want. Speak them into existence and open those doors. Your advice from Spirit, the Ten of Pentacles. Be confident and believe in yourself. You've accomplished a lot. You've got a lot of wisdom. You've got a lot of experience. You've got a lot of things that you've accomplished in your life. Don't sell yourself short. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of stability and security, abundance, prosperity, family, planting roots, and feeling good, feeling confident. So the confident energy is very much shining through on your reading. Are you feeling confident, Capricorn, or are you not? Because ultimately you have a lot of things that you should feel good and confident about. But the Ten of Pentacles is your happy ever after card as well. It's one of them. The Ten of Cups is one, but the Ten of Pentacles is as well. Long-term stability, security, commitment, building a family, planting roots, happy ever after, feeling like all your needs are met. Some of you could potentially meet love through a family event or gathering of some kind as well. Okay, because this is a generational card, a multi-generation, so there could be like an anniversary party, there could be, a wedding or an engagement party or something. It could even come from friends, right, our chosen family. There could be something around there as well, right? And so, especially if it like engagement parties or weddings and things like that, because not only are you meeting and enjoying some socially good times with the people you know, right? But there's also whoever's significant other may invite a whole bunch of other people, right? So you have an opportunity to meet people that you would never have normally met necessarily, right? So sometimes these social gatherings can really be a portal to meeting new people and having something exciting transpire. You just never know. So you could potentially find love through that avenue. All right. But ultimately, we've got some really great energy coming in here for you guys. Those doors are opening for you. And so just make sure that you've made some room, okay? And get yourself in receiving energy so that you can recognize and receive the blessings that are coming your way. I love that we've got that card. I have actually no idea what it is, but I've been watching that orange card flip through my deck for 10 readings now, and it has not yet come out. So here you go. So let's see what your last messages are. And there's your first one. And this is from Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Shining Lotus. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. And here's our mysterious orangey card. Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Lovely. I'll leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic month ahead of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.